Hello, my name is Kankina Bakshi and I'm an image and etiquette consultant. I run a finishing school by the name of Savoir Faire Academy in Mumbai, in India. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be able to talk about the subject that I'm most passionate about, which is etiquette. Now, there are a few myths about etiquette, and I would like to take this opportunity to burst those few myths. Etiquette is all about humility. Humility is the ultimate sophistication. What etiquette is absolutely not is a rigid code of conduct. How I am able to make you feel in my company and how we build relationship, that is the true meaning of etiquette. Now, there are several times a lot of people think etiquette is all about um, some, aristocracy, refinement, being very well put together. Yes, those are manners. Those are manners and those are social skills, which is a part of etiquette, but not the principles of etiquette. Now, the principles of etiquette are the foundations of etiquette. Without the principles, the manners would have very little values. So, the social skills, which are perceived to be the only etiquette rules, are not the only etiquette rules. The foundations of etiquette are three core components, which are consideration, respect, and honesty. The most important skills of etiquette is the way you make the other person feel in your company. So if I meet any of you and if I fail to make you feel very comfortable in my company, that's an etiquette faux pas. What etiquette is not is taking pride in one's beauty, wealth, or professional credibility. So humility, once again, is the ultimate sophistication. When I started Savoir Faire Academy about 7, 8 years ago in 2013, um, I had absolutely no plan to start a finishing school. It all happened by default. So I was working with my mom, and she was not feeling too well, and I lost her a few years ago. So I was basically helping her out and traveling on behalf of her. She was in the diamond industry, and I had a few senior people coming over to ask me for help in etiquette and image because I was always very passionate about it. And my grandfather happened to send me to a European finishing school. That was way before I even thought of starting Savoir Faire. Now, I was always passionate about the importance of being well put together. It's nothing. I never really thought about starting and finishing school or whatever. So when I started to help the seniors in the diamond industry to be able to, put some clothes together, the refinement, hosting dinner, that's how Savoir Faire, the strike of Savoir Faire idea came to my mind, and that's how I started Savoir Faire Academy in 2013. What I didn't do in 2013, I didn't teach. Okay, so I was just a young girl, and I had exceptional, great consultant on board like Dilip Cherian, Sabira Merchant, John T. Rhodes, who came on board as consultants to teach in Savoir Faire Academy, and I used to just run the company. Then I went to London Image Institution in 2015 to become a certified image consultant. And I practiced image consultancy and I taught social etiquette. And then I became, specialized in business etiquette from Emily Post Institution in America. Now, what etiquette truly is, what I've learned over the years, is not what people perceive it to be. It is really not about always being prim and proper. And no, your dining etiquette is not the beginning and the end of the etiquette. So the funny part is when I tell anyone that I'm an etiquette consultant, God help me, because they suddenly, you know, straighten up their posture, they suddenly look after their shirt button and just see that if they're looking all right. Etiquette consultants are just normal human beings. We have flaws as well, maybe much more than everybody else. We are not flawless. And I would definitely not encourage to feel or perceive that etiquette or refinement is all about being flawless. That just doesn't make you human, you know. Etiquette is, however, the skills of etiquette. If you truly understand the importance of etiquette, That may help you internalize skills on etiquette, social and business both. That will help you internalize, and also that will sort of help you in your professional growth. Why? Because it helps you build better relationship. Etiquette is nothing but the relationship building skills that you master, the way you make other person feel in your company. So what is the good return on investment when you learn etiquette? Better deals, interview skills, people will be able to put more trust in you, more faith in you. Um, people will you will be more likable. You will be able to get more contract, better relationship with subordinates, and so on and so forth. Not only it will help you build better success professionally, but it will also help you build better relationship socially. The rules of etiquette, the first rule is not being intimidating. So what, again, there is a perception, oh, she's a etiquette consultant, so snobbish and all of that. No, no. That's an etiquette faux pas that goes against etiquette. So if your first job is to be well put together, yes, that's the choice, but the foundation of etiquette is if people feel very comfortable around you, if you're approachable without losing the refinement of the authority. So that is really etiquette. You know, etiquette also helps you in building your personal branding. So there are four skills that's crucial for your personal branding. That's credibility, how good you are at your job, likability, if people like you to work with you, efficiency, that is if you're efficient and you're able to work efficiently with a team, and trustworthiness. Now the thing is, if you have credibility and likability factor with you, the my apologies, but if you have credibility and efficiency factor with you, the trustworthiness and the likability comes naturally. So etiquette is very simple rule of thumb of building better relationship. A lot of people ask me, the first thing is about dining etiquette. Oh my god, I'm terrible at dining etiquette. I don't know how to hold a fork and knife properly. You know, etiquette is not all about dining etiquette. Your credibility, social or professional, does not begin or end at your dining etiquette skills. It's again a skill that you learn. It's a part of etiquette. It's not all about etiquette. Okay, we will forgive you if you don't know how to have great finesse in your dining table. That's a skill that can be taught, but principles of etiquette are crucial. Values, can it be taught? You have to have them. Ethics, trustworthiness, professionalism, those are the principles of etiquette, and that's what should be the main focus rather than only the refinement of the social skills, because that can easily be taught by any consultant. Now, there are several etiquette, you know, tips that I can give you if you're a young professional. Number one is being on time. If you are on time, that shows that you respect not only your time, but you also respect others' time. And then when that happens, everybody else are able to put more faith in you. You become trustworthy. Yeah. The second part is to fight superior authority. How to do that is when if you are in a certain designation in your company, or if you're a student and if you're excelling in your uh, academics, not to take pride in it, or just fighting superior authority in general. Just approachability factor is very, very important. And that is one of the crucial part of etiquette not many people talk about, is fighting superior, superior demeanor or superior behavior. Another part of etiquette, I would say, be well dressed. Not because of any other reason, but when you are just well put together, not only you look more organized, but also it looks like you respect the other person. You're paying attention and you are respecting the other person who's meeting with you, or people who are you working with, or whatever. So when you are just well dressed, we respect people who are more well dressed. So it's something that you may want to consider at a young age. Now, etiquette is something that should be internalized in your private life as much as your professional life. What you cannot have are two image. You can't have a public image which is impeccable, refined, very well turned out, and well put together, and have a private image which is probably contrary. I'm not saying you have to wear a three-piece suit and a ball gown in your living room, but there's certain um, uniformity, there's certain similarity should be there in your public image and your private image, especially when it comes to mannerisms. So, for example, magic words, simple things like the kids learn magic words, thank you, please, I'm sorry, hi, hello, greetings. All these things produce just a simple hello, a good greeting, produce a good hormone called oxytocin. It's a hormone of trust. And when you produce oxytocin, when the mother is in labor and the mother is giving birth to a child, the mother and the child both produce oxytocin, and that's why the trust, the bond forms. When you're meeting someone for the first time, and when the greeting is impeccable, and you smile when you greet, you maintaining the eye contact, if you're allowed to shake hands in the near future, a good handshake, or if not, just a sincere greeting with your palm, touching your heart and with a nod, hello, with your full name, that produces a small amount of oxytocin, which works on your favor. That's why first impression is crucial. The greetings in first impression is crucial. So these are the simple rule of etiquette. Etiquette is not all about you have to go to, you have to be from a certain background, a certain hierarchy of society, a certain wealth, none of that. Etiquette is very simply how you choose your actions to be. There are several very simple people I met personally in my life that I look up to. And they came from the most humble background, but they have this beautiful charisma and this beautiful behavior of respecting people in such an immaculate way that you want to be in their company, simply because they have this beautiful charisma to make you feel great. That is etiquette. If you're able to make someone feel fabulous in your company and feel very warm in your company, that is etiquette. If you take pride in your wealth, your beauty, your prosperity, your academic, so on and so forth, that is not etiquette. That is, in fact, etiquette faux pas. So, etiquette is very simply the way you make the other person feel. When Emily Post, the American teacher where I studied, in fact, I studied business etiquette in Emily Post Institution of America. Emily Post said one thing: when two people meet and their behavior affect one another, you have etiquette. And that is a simple rule of thumb. It doesn't matter if you are not paying a lot of attention to your dressing. It would be good if you know the value of dressing well. It would be good if you polish your social skills and have a great body language or able to maintain a certain decorum in your dining table. It's a choice you make. There's no hard and fast rule. Nobody will put a gun in your head and say, well, you have to be civilized. Civility is a choice, and that's what I tell all my students, all my clients. Civility is a choice. It's not necessary that you have to go to a finishing school to learn etiquette. It's not necessary you have to have an etiquette teacher all the time, 24/7 at your beck and call to teach you etiquette. None of that. Civility is a choice. You can start to learn etiquette by a simple practice of magic words, by a simple practice of having a conversation with your family members, by a simple practice of choosing to have your meal in a dining table rather than a lot of people like to do it in their bed, by choosing to wake up in the morning and to make your own bed rather than asking your staff to do it. Or, Put nice clothes in the morning, every morning, even if you're working from home. These are the choices you make. With etiquette comes efficiency. Etiquette is also how what we teach. We teach efficiency. We also teach how to be well put together and the importance of it. Now, if you understand the importance of etiquette and why it will help you excel in your social and your professional life, it is the easiest way to internalize it. Etiquette is a lifestyle choice, you know. Good manners is a lifestyle choice. It doesn't begin or end in one subject. It's none of that. It is a choice that you make throughout in your professional and your social life. Thank you very much once again for this platform, and I'm looking forward to connecting you all.